Okay, good morning, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. We'll talk about standards real quick. What is your set standard? Do you know? Have you ever questioned that for yourself? Like, what are my standards? Everybody and everything should have it. Some things have standards. Everybody should have standards. I know some people probably haven't discovered them yet or haven't realized that's what their standard is, and that's okay too. So I want you to have that discussion with yourself and have it with other people too. Ask yourself or ask somebody, what are your standards? What are the standards you live by? You know, you have to have a standard when it comes to, being with you, when it comes to your business, when it comes to whatever product you're selling, when it comes to being invited in your circle of friends. Everything has a standard. Everything should have a standard. My question is, what are your standards? What does it take to be with you? What does it take to be involved in your business? What does it take for your product, for someone to buy your product, to purchase your product? What does it take to be invited in this group of friends, in this circle? What does it take? You need to set a standard. You need a list of requirements when it comes to being with you, when it comes to your business, when it comes to being invited into this fold. Everything has standards. The problem is some people are not aware of them. And what they do is they let people come in who have standards, who have set ones, and know exactly what they want, and come and manipulate you. And next thing you know, you're living up to their expectations and standards when you really hadn't even established none for yourself. And that's when trouble starts. You must set the standard. You must ask yourself, what does it take to be with you? What does it take to be involved in your business, to be invited in your circle of friends, to have this product? What are the standards? Know what the standard is for yourself. Go into the deep recesses of your mind. Look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what do I require? Whatever you require, that is your standard. That is the list. That is the thing that you need to happen in order for this to go further, in order for this to be successful, in order for this to work. What is your standard? Ask yourself, ask your friends, ask any group of people. Ask them what their set of standards are. Get an idea of what people require. That'll let you know what type of people you deal with. So when it comes to inviting people in your circle of friends, you need to know what people's standards are before you even invite them in your circle. And if you already have a circle, you need to check each and every one of them to find out what their standards are. Some of them might not have any. And if that's the case, you need to check that friend, because that's dangerous. You all need a set of standards when it comes to who you are. This is me. This is what I require. This part is unacceptable if you don't meet this standard. You understand? There's nothing wrong with that. That means, especially when it comes to being with somebody, that means people have to rise to meet your standard if they seriously want to be with you. Same thing when it comes to business. That means they seriously have to do this if they really want a shot at this. You want a shot at this music business? This is the standard. This is what we need you to do. You want a shot at this movie? This is what we need you to do. You want a shot at getting into this industry, this real estate business? Then this is what we need you to do. There are standards set for everything. You as a person should be no different. Ask yourself, what are my standards? Write them down if you need to, but it's all to help you reflect when it comes to you as a person, to figure out who you are and what you want, so that you can get more out of life, so you can get more out of people. What are your set standards? Ask yourself. Ask your friends. Ask strangers. It's okay too. Always set the standard for what it is you want. That standard is your requirement. And if people or things do not meet that requirement, you are automatically not going to budge, because you have a standard of what it is you want. And there is nothing wrong with having a standard. Some people say you should lower your standards, and I don't agree with that. Now, I agree, as we go through life, we all have different ideas. We all change opinions, which is fine. It happens. You might think one way one minute, and next minute you don't feel that way anymore. That's fine. That's life. Don't lower your standards for anything or anybody. You always rise them. You elevate them. You change them, but they elevate. They don't lower. Never lower your standards. Set whatever standard that you have or you want for yourself or for your business or for whatever, so that things and people can rise to meet it. Never lower it just so they can be accepted. because then that says more about you than it does about them. You make people rise to meet the challenge. You don't lessen the challenge to make it easier for them. Do you understand? Set the standard for you and yours and everything around you. That's how you be dope. You got it? It's Motivation Monday, man. Do what the hat says. Bedope.